Morning, dear student, welcome again in Sanskar Science Academy online classes. So dear student, in last class we discussed about asexual reproduction in animals. So in last class our topic is asexual reproduction and method of asexual reproduction, and methods are asexual reproduction, binary fission, multiple fission, budding, and regeneration. Today our point is sexual reproduction. So simply, what is sexual reproduction? It is a highly or well developed method of reproduction in which parental generations are two, male and female gametes are formed. Fertilization is present. I repeat, what is the main characteristics of sexual reproduction? Number one, parents are two or parental generation are two. One is male and another is female. Second, male and female gametes are formed. And third, fertilization is present. Due to presence of fertilization process, offspring has variations. So simply, sexual reproduction is very developed reproduction method. Especially, it is our point, formation of male and female gamete. So our point, formation of male and female gametes. For the formation of male and female gametes, especially in animals, gonads are found. So simply, what is gonads? These are testes in male and ovary in female. Testes and ovary, commonly known as gonads. Each cell of testes is diploid and each cell of ovary is also diploid. By the meiotic division, by the meiosis process, male and female gametes are formed. Especially in testes, sperms are formed which are haploid, and an ovary, ovum is formed which is also haploid. So sperms and ovum, what is sperm? Sperm is a male gamete and ovary is a female gamete. But just I can say also, sperm is a single animal cell which has half number of chromosomes and act as a male gamete. What is ovum? Simply, ovum is a single animal cell which contain half number of chromosomes. So sperm and ovum produced by the meiosis in testes and in ovary. Okay. Now what is second point? Formation of, after the formation of testes, next point is transfer of gametes. It means what is the method of transfers of gamete? Simply in animals, in highly developed animals, oogamous type of sexual reproduction is present. Especially in oogamous type, male gamete is small with the tail, it means movable, and female gamete is big in size and not movable. Both are haploid. So simply transfer of gametes. What is the method of transfer of gametes? Especially in the sperm, a special movement is present. Especially in sperm, a special movement is present, which is called, I repeat, especially in sperm, a special movement is present, which is called chemotaxic movement. I repeat, chemotaxic movement. So especially for the movement of sperm, egg act as a ovum act as a stimulatory cells. It means एक सेल से कोई ऐसा स्टिमुलेशन डेवलप होता है जो मेल गैमेट को अपनी ओर क्या करता है, अट्रैक्ट करता है. फॉर द मूवमेंट ऑफ स्पर्म लिक्विड मीडियम इज कंपल्सरी. इट मीन्स स्पर्म को क्या करना है, यदि क्या करना है, मूव करना है तो लिक्विड मीडियम कंपल्सरी है. It may be water and another liquids. So next point, after the transformed gamete, fertilization. So simply, what is fertilization? So you can say fusion of male and female gamete is called as fertilization. Due to fertilization, zygote is formed, or after fertilization zygote is formed. Zygote is diploid and unicellular structure. Unicellular structure. Now, what is the type of fertilization? तो especially fertilization के जो types हैं, two types of fertilization are present. One is external fertilization and second is internal fertilization. What is external fertilization? Especially in external fertilization, male and female gametes are fused outside of the female body. It means मेल और फीमेल गैमेट का जो फ्यूज़न होगा वो मेल और फीमेल गैमेट का जो फ्यूज़न होगा वो फीमेल बॉडी के बाहर होगा. आई रिपीट, व्हाट इज एक्सटर्नल फर्टिलाइजेशन? सो स्पेशली when male and female gametes are fused outside of the body and formed zygote, this process is called external. और especially external fertilization present in aquatic animals. It means water animals में कौन सा होता है, external होता है. What is the main reason of external fertilization? Because especially in aquatic animals, copulatory organ is absent. So especially due to lack of copulatory organs, male of any species releases his sperm in water, simply water. So water is very essential for the movement of sperm, released in water. Similarly, female releases ovum in water, and fusion of male and gamete completed in the presence of water. So it is external fertilization process. Example, maximum fishes. Example, frog. So example of external fertilization, fish and frogs. Okay, simple question, why in aquatic animal, why in aquatic animal external fertilization is present or found? So your answer is, especially in aquatic animal, in male copulatory organ is present, and copulatory organ helps into transfer of gametes. So due to absence of copulatory organ, male release his sperm in water. Now second, internal fertilization. So what is internal fertilization? Especially in internal fertilization, male and female gametes are fused in the inside of the female body. Inside in the female body, it means where? Just you can say oviduct. Oviduct is a part of female reproductive system. So when male and female gametes are fused in oviduct or fallopian tube inside of the female body, this process is known as internal process. And why in developed animal like mammals, why in mammals internal fertilization is present? Because especially they have copulatory organ. In human being, copulatory organ is known as penis. Before I told you that for the movement of sperm, liquid medium is very compulsory. So in external fertilization, aquatic medium is present, but in the internal fertilization, for the movement of sperm, a special liquid is present in female vagina or female reproductive tract, which helps into movement of sperm, and sperm moves toward the ovum inside of the oviduct to the fertilization process. And result of fertilization is formation of a 2N zygote. Simply, animals are unisexual. It means male and females are separated. But in some animals like earthworm, Pheretima posthuma, जिससे आप लोग केचुआ बोलते हैं, especially earthworms are bisexual. It means male and female both reproductive organs are present individual in single earthworm. So if earthworm is bisexual, then I think especially in earthworm self fertilization is present. Maybe self fertilization is present, but in earthworm not self fertilization is present, especially it has cross fertilization or cross fertilization. Why it has cross fertilization? Because earthworm has both reproductive organ, male and female, but male reproductive organs mature becomes the female reproductive organ. It means male जो reproductive organs हैं वो female reproductive organs से पहले mature हो जाते हैं. So due to different type of maturation of male and female gametes or male or female reproductive organs, in earthworm cross fertilization is present. So animals are unisexual and bisexual, but in bisexual animal is also cross fertilization is present. Now after the fertilization, and before I told you zygote is formed and zygote is diploid and in unicellular structure. Now zygote undergoes into formation of embryo, and formation of embryo is known as embryogenesis. So embryogenesis and other things I told you in previous class. So have a good day. Jai Hind.